And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues." Shalom. First off, give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Give dub honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, all the men and women who follow. This is the brother Christ is out from the GMS Nebraska camp coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This one being entitled, "Come Out of Her, My People." All right, so as you can see this picture right here, this is just some art that me and the brother seen. Um, the other day we were just riding, and we seen this mural on the side of the building, and as you can see, it's a nuclear bomb's going off. This is the whole city. You see the bridges and the buildings, but you see the nuclear bomb going off, which is the destination of America. But you see the chariots shooting their lasers as well, or really even this could be them beaming up the elect, you know. And then you see other chariots right there and right there, right there, right there. So let's go back to the zoom picture. You know, it's that's how it's gonna happen. As I said, come out of her, my people, because once these bombs are dropping, the elect is gonna be saved. All right. So when it says "come out of her, my people," it's literally come out of her. You know, as you can see, like we're getting beamed up into the chariots as the missiles are coming down. It says that ye be not partaker of her sins and you receive not of her plagues, which is speaking about this right here, that thermonuclear fire. All right. So yeah, this is a very spiritual picture. As like I said, it shows the destruction. Um, it shows potentially we'll say like this one is destroying something, and this one is saving the elect. It could be showing both. So just got a couple more scriptures I wanted to go through. Um, this is Isaiah 34 and 4. It says, "And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll." And that's what this mushroom cloud is. It's the heavens rolling together like a scroll. This, Isaiah could only put it in terms that he understood. All right, so he said it looks like a scroll. It says, "And all their hosts of heaven shall fall down as a leaf falleth from the vine, and as a falling fig from the tree." Now, um, when you shake a fig tree, or say you shake a grape tree or an apple tree, you know, the fruit is going to fall down, and that's symbolic to how these missiles are going to hit the various places around America first and foremost, but the various places around the world that are deemed to be that are deemed necessary for destruction. All right, this is Zechariah 5:3. It says, "Then he said unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth." Right, and that curse is these chariots. All right, that are gonna, like I said, shoot the concentrated fire. All right, and of course deliver the elect. But the scriptures say that every eye shall see. All right, it's going to be a curse to America. It says, "For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that swears shall be cut off on that side as according to it." So, and we know that we're in the house of the thief. You know, matter of fact, it says, verse 4, it says, "And I will bring forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief." What the house of the thief is America. So yeah, you're going to see these chariots here in America. There's a lot of chariot sightings that are already, have been wrapping up over the past year or so. Everybody knows about the so-called aliens. All right, but it's not aliens in these vehicles. All right, it's angels. All right, and they're coming back to do exactly this, to destroy the various places around America. all right, in the world, and to beam up the elect, the chosen. So let's get this. This is Second Ezra 13. The whole chapter is good. I'm not going to get the whole chapter for time's sake, but you can definitely read the whole chapter. I'm going to start at verse 8. It says, "And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet durst fight." Because you're going to have America trying to match wits, so to speak, with the chariots. America and really the whole world, all right, they're going to try to fight against the chariots of the Most High. All right, when that so-called invasion comes, and every eye is seeing, these chariots, and they're using their so-called space force, they're going to try to go to war. All right, and verse 9 it says, "And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire." Right. That's why I said that this could represent like a blast of fire, you know. Um, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue cast out sparks and tempests. So the chariots are going to be doing damage. It says, "And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burnt them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. And when I saw this, I was afraid." It was a very frightful sight to see that, especially being in earlier times when they didn't have this kind of weaponry, they didn't have this kind of that's a culture shock. Like, well, what the fuck? You can imagine hearing all the explosions, and the scriptures speak about the earthquake when the missiles hit. You can imagine Ezra's being shooken in the spirit. He said that he was afraid. You know, so let me see. This is Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8. It says, "And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein." So as far as, like I said, because this could also stand for salvation. All right. So two parts of they're gonna be cut off and one part's gonna be left therein. So, and that's also, let me see if I had the video still up. Bubble shot, bear with me. Let me pull it up real quick. Here we go. So you had the Apostle Tahar. He had did a follow up. I was watching it this morning on this guy who says that everyone's gonna be saved. Everyone's not gonna be saved, man. Everyone's not gonna be saved. All right, 2/3 of our nation got to take place in this destruction. All right, 2/3 part of our nation have to be killed here in America and in various places around the world because they're fruitful for nothing. All right, they're helping Esau to thwart the affliction. All right, we're trying to get up out of here. That's why we do these lessons. That's why we pray to the Most High. That's why we teach our brother, so that we can be preserved from the said perils. Right, so that we can see the salvation, so that when the chariots are destroying places around America, destroying the world, we're saved. when the missiles are coming down, we get beamed up and we're saved. All right, so 2/3 is going to be cut off and die, but the third is going to be left therein. It says, and I will bring the third part through the fire. Right, he's going to bring them through the fire and refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. And yet we're going through the fire right now. You know, we're burning off the impurities and becoming that pure gold, but we're also literally gonna be saved at the 11th hour when these missiles are about to hit. All right, and he's gonna bring us through the fire. You know, it says, uh, "They shall call on my name, and I will hear them." That's a very important. They're gonna call on the name Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. All right, not Yahuwah, not Yeshua, not Yah, not Yahweh, not Jesus. All right, not Jehovah, not any of these other BS names that they try to, associate with the Most High. All right, it's Yahweh, which is the Most High, the Father, and Yahweh Shai, which is our Savior, the Son, our Redeemer. All right, our mediator between us and the Most High. He says, I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh is our power, is my power. We trying to get saved because this is coming to America. All right, this is coming to America. You see all these buildings, bridges, and all that shit's gonna be laid flat. Let's see if we can get that real quick. Um, dang. Just bear with me here. How does it go? Trying to quote it. All right, here we go. Okay. This is Matthew 24:1. It says, and Yahweh went out and departed from the temple, and the disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahweh said unto them, see ye not all these? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. Everything's going to be thrown down. The old temple, yeah, and he's alluding to 70 A.D., but in these times as well, there's not going to be a building that's not going to be thrown down in America. There's not going to be a bridge standing here in America. All right, this right here is coming to a city near you. All right, that's why they call it the Lake of Fire. All right, this is Revelation. Let me see. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get this one. Yeah, this is a Revelation 20. I'm gonna start at verse 11. It says, "And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the socket, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before the Most High, and the books were opened. And another book was opened, which is the book of life, and the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books according to their works. So we're all going to be judged, okay? We're all going to get a judgment according to our works. Now, anyone who received that salvation, that's pretty much a judgment. You're good, okay? But those people who you know die on this side, okay, in the nuclear destruction and in the various different events that are going to take place in those day, it's going to be famines, it's going to be martial law, it's going to be um, a lot of death and destruction and invading one another during Jacob's trouble, a lot of tough times. You know, everyone's going to get their judgment. Everybody's going to be judged by their works. All right, it says, and the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them, and they were judged every man according to their works. All right, so everyone's going to get a judgment. All right, everyone, heathen, Jake, 1/3, 2/3, everyone's going to be judged. It says, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. We know the first death came by water. All right, and the second death is coming by fire. All right, which is this thermonuclear destruction. They said that if they were cast into the lake of fire. So let's get a map real quick. So when you look at this, all right, you have the Pacific Ocean on this side, and you have the Atlantic Ocean on this side, and all of this in the middle, okay, all 3,000 miles from east to west, all right, and all about 2,000 miles approximately from north to south, it's all going to be on fire. So when you look from a bird's eye view, all right, you'll see the water on each side and the fire in the middle, and it's going to look like the water's on fire. That's why it's called the lake of fire. It's not actually like fire or water or anything like that. There is no hell. All right, it's America on fire. It says, and whosoever was not found in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. So, your works on this side are important. Your faith on this side is important. Your actions on this side are important. All right, because it's going to determine, whether you receive the salvation or not. All right, and the scripture says, 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 17, it says, for the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. All right, so those in the know, we're going to get judgment first. All right, you have a responsibility. All right, the Lord gave you these talents. All right, and you are to flip your talents. You are to make more. Don't hide it in a napkin. What is flipping your talents? Okay, is being productive in His truth, bringing in other brothers, preaching His word. All right, doing these lessons, edifying the elect, edifying the hopeful elect, being a brother. All right, taking the low, being persecuted for righteousness. All right, being in order, following directions. All of this is contributing to your salvation. It says, and if it first began at us, what shall the end be to them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? So if it's going to start with the people who are in the know, then what do you think about the people who aren't in the know? People who were just living their life, these so-called Christians, these so-called Joe Six-Pack crackers. Destruction. It says, "Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of the Most High commit to the keeping of their soul." Sakya. Verse 18 says, "If the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?" Because we're going to scarcely be saved. Let's say we talk about this, the hopeful elect, Lord's will. I'm in that number. I don't want to boast and say that I am the elect. Lord's will I be saved. Look, because I know that the righteous is going to scarcely be saved. So, Babu Shah, I'm asking that the Lord, keep me in his good graces. Babu Shah, have mercy on me. We have to pray. We have to pray. We have to pray without ceasing. All right. And man, just do what we need to do on this side, because we can end it on that. Bear with me. I hate it when I do that. This is Sirach chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, "Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?" We have to pray. We have to keep calling on the Lord. All right, in times of good and times of bad. In I gotta get that now. It's Sirach 11 and 25. It says, "In the day of prosperity, there's a forgetfulness of affliction. And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity." So everything can seem like it's good right now. 2025, new year, new me. This is my year. No, hey, this is the, hopeful year, that we be delivered. So Baba Shah, Lord, keep me in your graces. Because when you up, you forget about the bad times. But guess what? During the bad times, you don't even remember how good it was, because you worried about how to get out this bad time, or this bad day. Hey, and when these chariots come, right before these missiles hit, it's gonna be a bad day, and nobody's gonna be worried about that time of prosperity. People are going to be just trying to make it through the day. So, Lord's word is edifying. And with that being said, we give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakar Give double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, all the men and women who follow. Shalom.